What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Jude Bellingham, England jersey for the Euros. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. Portrait of him. I've done his belly goal celebration with the arms out already in a Real Madrid shirt, so I thought we'd just do a portrait of the man himself. Center point about here. Come up over to the right hand side. Start with his eyes. Go. So we'll curve it. He's got thin enough eyes. They're not like, with some eyelashes. We'll go up and around. And you could start adding eyelashes as you get sort of down here. Maybe some just sticking off a little bit up here, but not much. It's kind of a darker line because it's the eyelash line. So very thin sort of eyes, right? So we got his tear duct, and then we go down, around, and then up into the corner just at the end of those eyelashes, just sort of here somewhere. And then we do have a tear duct line in there. So he's got dark brown eyes, and his head is tilted back a bit, so he's like looking down from underneath here a little bit. So we curve it around from the top eyelid line. Okay, like so. And then his pupil, it's very hard to see his pupils because his eyes are so dark. So we're going to put like pupil here. Okay, and then we've got like a bottom eyelash sort of line, and it's kind of like just dots and dashes sort of thing just down here. And then he has sort of bags around his eyes a little bit, just a light sort of wrinkle. He's a young guy, so not much. You don't want to do much or it'll make him look old. And then we got a top eyelid line, just kind of coming out from the tear duct here. Down to there. Okay. Okay. Quite defined eyebrows as well. So we go, let's see. So we'll go for an eyebrow up here, right? Kind of like up this way, and then it kind of like curves across the top and down. I don't know if he shaves them at the end or if that's the way they naturally are, but we'll go pretty square. Right, and then he's got like another, it's kind of part of his nose. It's kind of like a light eyelid line here. Like that kind of a thing. Right, so eye width, right? So measure this eye. That's the distance you want to come over for the next eye, right? So standard human proportion, you can fit an eye in between both tear ducts. So then we'll curve this over again. Eyelashes. then kind of a darker line again. And we do tear duct and a fairly thin eye shape. And then tear duct there. And then we'll do his brown eye, again coming down. And then pupil kind of close to the top eyelid line. Like so. And then bottom eyelashes there. And then his eyelid line curves around. Right, and then again he has like a little sort of bag underneath his eye or something just here. And then the eyebrow, again real sort of square defined eyebrows. Like so, and then he has a kind of an eyelid line here that joins sort of the side of his nose or something, just coming down that way. And then the bridge of his nose is probably like here or something. Just some like nose lines. You don't want to do too much for the nose now, especially on the bridge of the nose. And maybe like a brow line. He does have a sort of a small, it's like a smaller forehead. Let's say it's just like this maybe. Okay, so we'll just go down and do nostrils now. So we'll go here. His kind of nostril line, right? So his head is tilted back so we can see like into his nose. So it's dark black in there. And kind of like hooks around. And then the skin of the nostril just along the side here. Because he's kind of like looking up. So we can see much of this, like a lot of it. Right, it's kind of just like he's got this little sort of brown part of his nose there. And then, so like the side of his nose comes up this way a bit, and there might be like the tip of his nose just here. Bridge of his nose. You don't want to, like with noses, it's kind of tricky because if you do too much, it can look kind of crazy. So you're trying to find like the perfect balance, because noses are done with shadow mostly. So you know, you don't want to like do too much. I do. So just a bit of hatching on top. So the nose does have a bit of shadow in there. Okay, so I think I'll just leave it like that for now anyway. Might get rid of some of those lines in the middle. It's a bit confusing. So normally, like, you know, with the character facing just forward, you'd add like nostrils and stuff. And that'd be about it. But because his head is tilted back, you gotta do it like a little bit more. Don't have to, but usually. But I think that's the best I can do, really, for the nose. Right, and then, so lips. So quite big lips. So we go up, down in the middle, back up. This is like the mouth, the center mouth line, right? And then, so top lip line coming up. Now real big. Down in the middle, it's like a letter M. Up and down like that, right? And then his bottom lip is like here, quite big again. You know, there might be some, because because the lips are so big, and some lines like this, just curving around sometimes can help. Just show that they're kind of lips, basically. And then his chin. So he does have like a goatee beard sort of thing on his chin. So it's kind of like square, and we'll add some hair to it. Right, so kind of like, it gets kind of hairy coming up onto the chin here. Right, it kind of like goes underneath his lip, like as if there was a shadow underneath the lip, but then it comes down this way. And it's just like a goatee sort of thing. And you could do it just black, or hair all over. Texture like this. It's quite dark down here. Right, so then maybe like a light line just coming down for his cheek, just here. Right. And then we'll kind of go for the face shape now. So his jaw comes up this way. Curves around. Carves around, goes in a bit, right? Because he has kind of like sunken cheeks. He's very lean athlete type face, right? So kind of a wide jaw, and then sort of a cheekbone sort of area that kind of comes in close to his ears. Sort of here, right? So it's like in line with this cheek line, sort of here. There can be a little sort of line coming down from his nose there as well. Okay, so his ears then sort of come out from his head, right? So you've got like the side of his head, like his sideburn, or the side of his head here. And it's a shaved head, right? So like a hairline textures, kind of sideburn, like a V just there. Same on this side pretty much. And then his ear comes out. Now we're lower down. The ears are underneath the eyes because his head is tilted back. So ear, top of the ear there. Down. Around it into there. Right, and then ear lines inside. So the easiest way is this letter J. And then we have like some extra lines and stuff just inside. Do the same on this side. Like that. And then ear lines inside. Like so. So, right, so hair and hairline coming up the side, right? So his hair starts to get kind of bumpy on the sides, and then the hairline comes in a bit, comes up, and he has this tight shaved, sort of faded hairline on the top of his forehead, right? So it just curves across here. It's like cut in with the clippers, you know, so it's quite, you know, it's fairly straight, like it's kind of like that. And then he has like an extra sort of curve line coming across the forehead there. And then side of the head gets pretty curly then on top, right? So he's got like quite curly hair then coming all around, right? Textures then sort of all up here, like these little sort of curly lines. Like that, right? And maybe like he has a little bit more hair just on this sort of jawline a little bit. And I think that's probably the best we can do now for his face. Not bad. Looks like him, I think. Nose might be a bit off here, but always tricky with the noses. It's not bad. Okay, so happy with that. Jude Bellingham face. Let us try jersey now and neck. So quite a wide neck, right? Fit guy. Coming down here. All right, and then this curves into the center of that England jersey. And it's got a blue collar, so it kind of bumps this way. Down here to a V. Let me give him some neck muscle lines just there. An Adam's apple. And then color. Right, and then his shoulders kind of just bump down this way. Shoulder width on a male, human male, is the width of his face, just so you know. So, but not his ears now, his face, head, brings you out sort of to the edge nearly of his shoulders, right? So 3 heads are the width of a male's shoulders, more or less. Female's about 2.5. Okay, that's the kind of proportion that you're dealing with. And then we got Nike tick on the England jersey for the Euros. Boom. And then the English crest, the 3 lions. I'm going to do it in black. It is in navy, but I'm using a black marker, so 3 lions. And I'll do, it's kind of very small, so we got so like a lion's head and stuff, so we'll just go like curly, mouth kind of in here, so the rest will be sort of black around the eyes and everything. Very crude. Now I'll do it. Then around for the tail, and then the claws kind of like come up here. And down that way. So now I'm doing this really rough. If you want to go deeper into the English crest detail, feel free. So we're just going to go for 3 of these lion shapes. This one sticks up a bit more than the rest. It must be just smaller or something. Right, and then there's circles. They're red and yellow, I think. Like so. Jude Bellingham, Euros 2024. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.